Playing cards that if you're going to carry them in your pocket, don't do that if you're wearing jeans. Those pockets are just too tight and they will end up warped or bent, and you'll have a big bend in them one way or the other, and you just can't get them out. Now, they sell a product, different people sell products that are metal, steel clips that go around a box of cards. Buy those from magic shops, I don't know, 20 bucks give or take, and then you can carry them in your jeans. If you carry them in dress pants or baggy shorts with pockets and all that, you should be fine, but any tight-fitting pocket is going to warp the cards. The spelling trick. Now this is an old trick, and there's many versions of it out now, some more advanced versions. I'm going to get you into the basic spelling trick. And it's good if you've already learned how to comfortably handle cards, like we did in, I believe, lesson 4. This one is in the Mark Wilson Course of Magic. And it's an old trick. So pick a card. This is the international symbol for pick a card. Well, it's an interplanetary symbol for pick a card, in fact. So they pick whatever card. They hold on to the card. Okay, I'm going to just shuffle like this. Tell me when to stop. Okay, when they say stop, I let them put the card back exactly where they wanted it. Perfect. I'm going to give them a cut. You give them a cut. Okay, they were here, they give them a cut. I am going to find your card. We can cut it as many times as you want. I am going to find your card. Well, how would you do it? Yeah, it helps to look. It would also help if you showed me beforehand. I don't. Okay, it could have been any. Alright. You really should have picked a different card. It would have been helpful. I don't know if I'll tell you what. What was your name again? Fred Jacobs? Can you spell it for me? So Fred does this, he spells his name, he spells F, and by spelling it, of course I explain. It's very important in magic, you explain what to do. Put down one card for each letter. F-R-E-D, Fred, J-A-C-O-B-S, Jacobs, and the very next card should be their selection. Okay, I should have built it up a little bit at the end, but you get the gist. I don't have people here, it's a camera. It gets old. Where was it? Oh, so you should build it up a little bit at the end, and I like to say, I don't know, maybe you can do it. What's your name? If you're going to use their name, you should probably ask them at the beginning, and it's good to know how to spell it. If you don't know their name or how to spell it, I can give you something else that you can do. Let's get a card that's easy to remember. Ace of Spades. So I say, we'll get into his explanation. I have them pick any card, they happen to pick the Ace of Spades. Of course, they don't show me, they're holding it, that's right there. We do that Hindu shuffle. We pull it off with the thumb and the middle finger that I mentioned in lesson 4. Now I can do a couple of things on this. If I want, before I start, I can just turn it up, or I can glimpse the bottom card, which is the 7 cards. Because you see the Hindu shuffle, I'm pulling cards off the top. It's a little deceptive, but the bottom card remains there. So one way I can just get started and look when I pick them up or something. But you don't have to do it that way. Here's another way. I can just pull off like this, and I tell him to say stop. When he says stop, or Fred Jacobs, then I just stop. And I extend my hand. So I'm going to teach you a little bit of misdirection right here. I extend my hand for him to put it in place. This is where all the movement is. Psychologically, everybody's going to look that way. I'm giving him an instruction. I'm not I'll look up at him and say, Fred, replace your card. So I look up at Fred. He may look at me, he may look down, but everybody that's watching will focus right here. Boom, no sleight of hand involved, but I'm redirecting. That's a better word than misdirect. I'm directing everybody's attention to here. So they look here, so as I say, Fred, in the face, replace your card, kabam. But I can actually look like I'm looking down at that, but I look down a little further with my eyes only, and I glimpse the bottom card, which is the 7 of hearts in this case. I just give it a quick little glimpse. He puts his card there. I remember in my head, 7 hearts, 7 hearts, 7 hearts. Now I know this guy's name is Fred Jacobs. Oh yes, we do some cutting. I'll just cut. You know, cutting doesn't change the order of the cards. It just changes where they start. They're still in order. But a lot of people won't pick up on that. Do that instead of shuffling. You could also kind of do like that if you want, which is just a cut, more of a shuffle action. Okay, I'm going to find your card. And I like to be silly, so I might. They all look the same. Okay, I've got an idea. The same on the back, but they're different on the front. Of course, we all are. Anyway, so I'm looking for the 7 of hearts. I sometimes say a kind of funny line when I start looking at them. Well, how would you do it? Oh, in this case, the 7 of hearts is all the way up at the top, which is a problem. It needs to be more in the middle. So it's near the top, and the ace is on top of it. Or if it was like this, it wouldn't matter. I would just kind of cut it more to the middle. I'm going to get it, and you just keep going. I'm going to get it. Don't worry. I've got, powers that you don't have. So just say stuff like that, kind of tongue-in-cheek, sarcastically. If you're young, you don't know what that means, Google it. Okay, so here I am. I get to the middle of the pack, and there's the 7, which I set which is on top of the ace of clubs could confuse you. We're after the ace of spades. I don't know that it's the ace of spades, of course. I'm a magician, but we know because we're teaching it. There's the ace of spades. I remember when I shuffled, I set my key card right on top of the ace of spades, so when I have them face up, it actually will be on the bottom of it. When I get to my key card, I really don't even have to notice what this one is. I'm going to spell his name, so it's J-O-E, silently in my head, J-A-C-O-B-S. Of course, I'm looking for the card, so I'm just going to be thinking, I have no clue. And so this time when I get to the last letter, I quit spelling and I cut. I bring what's left over here to the top. So that means I've got just enough letters above to spell it to his card. So I don't, maybe you can find it. I tell you what, you know which one it is? Okay? Maybe you can get lucky. Spell your name, J-O-E, Joe. J-A-C. O-B-S. Now, since we started at the key card, that is the key card. We counted that as the first J going the other way. So this is their card. Now, turn over the next card. You could have it. You could start counting. Instead of on Joe, I could start on the second letter of his name, and that would be his card. So there is the ace of spades. Now, here's a way to do it quickly if you don't know his name. Do the same procedure. Do like this, da-da-da-da-da-da. Put your card back. As I glimpse, I see Jack of spades. Okay, but if, I'm doing that, look, bam. Okay, do the cutting procedures. I can't just be whatever I want to do, be silly, whatever, I don't know. So I'm looking for Jack of spades, right? Now, in this case, I see that here's the Jack of spades. I know one back is theirs, so I could spell this card instead of his name. And I could either start spelling on that ace or start spelling here and turn the next card over. So if I wanted to start on my key card, but either way I have to notice the card they selected was the ace of spades. Or let's say I want it to end on ace. I'll do it that way. So this will be A-C-E, ace. Counting silently in my head. O-F-F, S-P-A-D-E-S, spades. And I may keep on going. I kind of hold a space there. I may keep on going. I have no idea. Just separate and cut, so I've kept it. I'm really doing exactly what I did before, but I don't know his name. I'd rather spell the card maybe. So now I say, you spell it. Do you know the name of your card? Do you remember it? Okay, bozo. Spell it. Maybe we'll find it. A-C-E, ace, O-F, of, S-P-A-D-E-S. And that should be his card since I started spelling on the ace. So. Yes, it is self-working. No, it doesn't take sleight of hand. Yes, it has some basic misdirection. You have to be able to talk to the person. Remember your key card. Don't forget that. You have to focus. You have to be able to spread through the cards. Notice the key card. Continue to act like you're looking, but be spelling in your head. You may even, if he asks you, you can be silent there, but you have to do some thinking. You need to be able to move pretty quickly through the cards, which is why I told you before and listened before about spreading and all of that. You don't want to be too obvious. Probably good in this to act confused, or else you could have this attitude of, this is easy for me. You just picked one card, but you can find different ways to play it. But whatever you do, be able to present, speak while you're doing all this. Look up at them. Takes practice. Pretend like they're there, use the mirror, use a video camera, use a wall, but pretend like they're there and say it all as you practice.